Also new tonight, police say they have a person of interest in custody in connection with a shooting outside a Providence nightclub. We've been tracking developments since the violence erupted early yesterday morning, and now a local lawmaker wants more done to protect the community. Eyewitness News reporter Madeline Wright is live with the new details.
At last check, Massachusetts State Police were holding that person of interest for questioning at their Foxborough barracks. They arrested him yesterday after pulling him over on the highway. Tonight, a person of interest in custody held in connection with a double shooting outside the Van Gogh Lounge on Harris Avenue that sent two men to the hospital early Sunday morning.
Any shooting, it's a concern. We've had difficulties with this particular location in past venues.
Providence City Councilor Terrace Hassett represents Ward 12, the district that includes Van Gogh Lounge. The Providence Board of Licenses decided Sunday to close the nightclub until their meeting on Wednesday, when they plan to discuss the incident.
It's an outstanding Board of Licenses. They take their issues very seriously. They recognize public safety. Let's have a hearing on this and find out what happened.
Police say this isn't the first violent incident at Van Gogh. Back in 2012, when the club was called Monet Lounge, police say two women were taken to the hospital after being cut on a glass bottle inside the club. Then, 4 months later, police say a 38-year-old man was shot in the club's parking lot and killed. His murderer was sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences.
I think more police patrols or details in the place, that would be helpful.
It's unclear what led up to the most recent violent incident, the double shooting, which happened 5 minutes after closing time. Police say a 28-year-old man was shot in the chest and a 32-year-old man was shot in the back. This wasn't the only violent incident in Providence this weekend. There was also an attempted armed robbery, and stabbing. Coming up new at 6, a nonviolence advocate explains his idea for curbing the violence. I'm Madeline Wright, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Susan. Now we're working the latest developments on a violent weekend in Providence. The Pinpoint News Tracker is going to show you the scenes of a stabbing, 2 armed robberies, and a double shooting. The 2 men were shot outside a nightclub that police have been called to many times before. And new at 6, a nonviolence advocate's idea to help stop the violence. Eyewitness News reporter Madeline Wright is live in the newsroom.
Today, I talked to a nonviolence advocate who says the community needs to take a strategic approach to curb the violence. Tonight, several communities in Providence shaken after a violent weekend that has some community advocates demanding action.
We really do need to find a solution.
PJ Fox is interim director at the Institute for the Study and Practice of Nonviolence. He was disturbed to find out about the attempted armed robbery, shooting, and stabbing that all happened this weekend in Providence.
It's horrible.
The shooting was first. Police say around 2 o'clock Sunday morning, 2 men were shot outside the Van Gogh nightclub on Harris Avenue. The stabbing happened second. Police say 2 men stabbed another man near Westminster and Snow Street around 3 o'clock Sunday morning. The attempted armed robbery was next. Police say 3 women drove up to a woman on Laurel Hill Avenue, got out, and cut her with a razor blade around 8 o'clock Sunday evening. And the armed robbery was last. Police say 6 men in a car threatened 3 people with a machete near Wood and Parade Streets. They stole a cell phone and cash.
We need to invest in programs that work on violence, solutions to violence.
Some of those programs provide employment training for ex-convicts. Others connect young people with mentors and give them healthy ways to recreate. Fox says investing in these programs will help curb the violence, something the entire community needs to work on. In the newsroom, Madeline Wright, Eyewitness News.